and then I'm just going to turn my shoulder as high as it will go, looking up with it, and then back down. And then I'm going to repeat this. All these videos were filmed before the lockdown. Okay guys, so within this lockdown that's approaching, I want to make sure my goal is to help you guys get the most out of this time at home and prepare you to come back into the gym and ready to go. You can also look up my 30-day results guaranteed program. If you are interested in that, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and then you can even go through my website and you can message me through there. Okay guys, let's get the results that you want today. Hey guys, it's Jack from Kangaroo Jack's Fitness. Today what we're going to be going over is mobility drills that are going to help you get out of pain. Okay, this is for you guys that are sitting at a desk all day, suffer with back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is going to stretch out your rhomboids. These are the muscles that sit between your shoulder blades. So all I want you to do, just cross your hands and then interlock your fingers. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to push them forward. See how I'm separating my shoulder blades? So I start here, I push here. And then from here, okay, I'm just going to drop my head down and then really feel that stretch. And I'm going to hold for 2 minutes. To advance this stretch, what you can do to also hit the lats, here, these big muscles on the inside, is literally drop your head and then lean to the left or the right. So now I can really feel this opening up all the way through here, yeah? Behind that shoulder blade and into that lat, and then just cross over, do the same on the other side, and we're going to hang out for 2 minutes. So the next one we're going to do is a child's pose. It's really simple, so all you want to do is come down to all fours, and you're going to place your hands so they're in line with your eyes. And then all I like to do now is sit my hips back as far as I can. I'm going to drop my head down to the floor if I can. Don't worry if you can't, it's not a big deal, it's just your limitations. You will be able to eventually drop down into it. Don't worry even if you can't get your hips back, they might be like here. It's absolutely fine. So from here, I'm just going to walk my hands forward. So I really feel this stretch up here through the lat. This is really going to hit what's called the thoracic spine. So that starts at the top of your neck here, or the bottom of it, shall I say, and then ends roughly sort of around about here. Okay, so this can get really bound up and can cause you to look like this, almost like that little turtle shell, yeah? So get into that position, we push back, head down, hands forward so we feel that stretch. Now we're going to camp out here. Anytime you don't feel that stretch, just walk your hands forward a little bit more and then camp out. Again guys, 2 minutes. So this one is a thoracic spine rotation. So what you're going to do, you're going to start off on all fours. Then I'm going to place one hand on my lower back / glutes. And I'm going to squeeze my glutes, yeah? This is really important. So we don't want that lower back section here to move. We want all the movement coming through our chest and our upper back. So I place my hand here, I make that box position, I squeeze my glutes, and then I'm just going to turn my shoulder as high as it will go, looking up with it, and then back down. And then I'm going to repeat this anywhere between like 5 to 8 times on each side. So this one, you'll see the range of motion gradually open up, and then what you do is you swap to the other side. So squeeze those glutes, and then rotate that shoulder up and down. So say if I'm tighter on this side than I am on the left, I'm going to do double the amount of reps on my tight side. And all the way up and back down. If you've got a partner that can help you with this, all they would do is place the hand on your shoulder blade on one side, and then on the elbow on the other side. You go up to your full range of motion, and then you take a deep breath in, and then you exhale, and they just open you up a little bit more. But the thing with that, they don't want to push on you very hard. It's literally just helping you get a little bit more range of motion. It's what's called passive and active. So passive is as far as your body will let you go. And then active is that person then pushing on you slightly to help open up the range of motion. You guys are not only going to feel looser and be able to rotate better, you're also going to be able to breathe a little bit better as well, especially between this and the child's pose. Guys, it's just going to be a lat stretch. So all you need is a wall or anything you can grab onto. And I'm going to place my right hand and I'm going to turn my thumb down. And I want to go around about shoulder height for this, yeah? And I'm going to take a stance where I've got my feet about hip width apart. I'm going to squat down so I feel this stretch down through hip. And then I'm going to push my hip to the side away from my hand. Okay, and I feel this big stretch down here. What I can do is I can either camp out and hold for 2 minutes, or I can just move my hips around. So now I'm coming away from it, increasing that stretch a little, going forward, hitting deeper into my lower back now. Okay, or I can come right over again, find that tight spot. And even just, I can put up my chest a little towards the other side as I come back to lengthen that muscle, or I can even turn into it. Just find those tight spots, as I say, and then swap them to the other side and do exactly the same. You might have one side tighter than the other, that's absolutely fine. But you guys want to try and get the most out of these by doing as many times throughout the day as you possibly can. This one is going to be a pec stretch. What most people get wrong with this is they get their arm here at 90 and then they just crank away. Okay, that's going to be really bad for the shoulder. Okay, it's really going to like tear into that rotator cuff, and that's not what we want to do. We want to make sure we're stretching this pec out as much as we can. My advice is to put the hand up nice and high. So I grab my pec here and I've got this line on my pec fibers. It's about 45 degrees. So wherever that line is, that's where my hand wants to go up into it, yeah? And then all I'm going to do is just feel that stretch and just turn away from it slightly. And then as you can see, my pec pretty much disappears to nothing. Like feel my ribs on the front here. I can even walk forward a little to even give me that more like striation sort of effect on that chest. So we're really stretching it out. And I'm going to hold for 2 minutes each side. You might be asking yourself, why 2 minutes? 2 minutes is going to help the muscles go from being really tight to really loose. Remember guys, your muscles don't get in this bound up state just magically. And then there's no magic button that you're going to press to undo your posture. Any PT that says just do this, don't know what they're talking about, okay? One, your muscle needs to be stretched. Two, it also needs to be strengthened, which we'll go over in another video is how to strengthen the weaker muscles in your posture. The long head of the bicep stretch, okay? The biceps get really tight. A lot of people end up doing a lot of curls and then their shoulder pulls forward. This is really damaging to that shoulder. So my rule of thumb, same as Matt Winnings, is unless you can do 8 strict pull-ups, you shouldn't be doing biceps. You're not strong enough to, okay? So all you want to do, grab yourself a band, and we're just going to choke it through around something, yeah? It can be through a door, anything like that, so just bring it round, choke it through itself, okay? I want it sort of nice and high to begin with, yeah? And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hand into the band, and then I'm just going to grab it like that, yeah? All I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn my thumb down. See how that's immediately bringing my elbow over? I'm just going to follow it, okay? And I let my elbow sink into my side, and you can see my hand is right on my back here. What I want to do is try and get my hand away from my body by trying to keep my elbow in. Okay, so now I'm just going to stand nice and straight and walk forward so I can feel that. You're going to feel it right down through here. So it'll be from the shoulder into the bicep, yeah? And you're going to hang out 2 minutes. Okay, you can make this harder and easier by again walking forward a bit or stepping back. If you want to make it really hard on yourself, okay, you just drop down, take a knee. Okay, I suggest taking these nice and slow because they are really hard stretch to do. And then again, all you can do, swap to the other side, hand through, cup it, twist, replace, okay? And then again, walk out and hold 2 minutes each side.